Hey YouTube, this is a dollar store toothbrush review, a mini update, and one other thing. I started recording and then realized this is a very echoey environment, so I got the crazy idea to pull in some couch cushions. I do want the door shut, just I feel like it, but I've got some couch pillows and one of the actual cushions, and wow, that like eats up so much echo that it's like unreal. I'm just gonna put one over here. There we go. Now we won't get interrupted by somebody opening the door. Anyways, updates coming last, but first of all, we're gonna look at these dollar store toothbrushes. First up, I've used one of these. We have the AIM Massage Pro, buy one, get one free. There are a lot, let me get some toothpaste. There are a lot of different toothbrushes at Dollar Tree. There's like 15 to 20 different toothbrushes with different features. Some come with a holder, some have tongue scraper included or tongue scraper on the back of the brush. There are some cool ones where it's like two little suction cups, so you just go and your toothbrush will stand up on the counter there. There's a lot of toothbrushes at the dollar store, but this is the AIM Massage Pro toothbrush. I can't really read any of the packing, but oh cool, it says one for later right there. I don't know. I've had this pack for a while, you know, so it's a good solid toothbrush. I mean, like if you were to compare this toothbrush to like a toothbrush where it's only one toothbrush in the pack, which means that toothbrush will cost $1 as opposed to this one costing like almost 50 cents because there's two of them. I would say there's no difference in quality. It's strong. It's got these rubber things on the side here, which I thought, oh, massage my gums, but those don't even reach my gums. See? Not even reaching my gums. If I put it on the inside of my mouth, yeah, if I put it on the inside of my mouth, then it does reach my gums, kind of. But yeah, those didn't have an effect on my gums, and honestly, it's just your average generic toothbrush. It feels okay, it feels comfortable. It's not a bad toothbrush, you know. I'd say it's as good as any old cheap toothbrush you get even at like a grocery store or something. Now, I'm saving this one for last, this special one, but next up we have the best deal in toothbrushes ever. I am not lying. This is the Family Pack by GB, whoever they are. Family Pack toothbrushes. 6 toothbrushes. And they have a tongue scraper, toothbrush holder, and mouthwash cup. There's 5 in here right now because I've used one, but 6 toothbrushes for $1. Tongue scraper on each toothbrush. That's something I didn't notice before. Let's see. So, handle is made of soft rubber and plastic with a cushion grip. Soft bristles for safe and effective cleaning of teeth and gums. Includes drinking cup and toothbrush holder. Soft nylon bristles, contoured handle. Let's take a look at these. I'm going to pull out the one that I've been using, first of all. A little bit used there, but we'll get to the toothbrushes last because that's the best part. But you got a toothbrush holder here which like just wants to come apart. Yeah, you know. If you really wanted to, you could glue that, but waste of glue, it holds itself together. We got mouthwash cup, which has a few little cracks in it from the way home, and it smells better now, but the mouthwash cup is honestly the worst part of it, because when you first do it, it's like mouthwash cup. And I don't wash my mouth, by the way. I've got this toothpaste here where you can swallow, because I think spitting looks absolutely gross. Ugh. I'm gonna make myself puke if I think about it too much. But this is kid safe, fluoride free, so I can just swallow it. Unfortunately, I don't think they make these anymore. So I'll have to find another brand that's safe like that, you know. These are travel packs. We got from a friend and my dad, it's really nice, but mouthwash cup used to be like this. I was like, okay, I'll try it just taking a drink, and it's like, oh, it smells like plastic. Honestly, not very tasty. It's better now that it's been sitting around with my toothbrushes, but let me get you, I'll show you one of the good brushes. I used up the green one, and look at this blue one here. So it's definitely a thinner, more flimsy toothbrush, which is why they can give it for that price. But it's actually really good toothbrush. Just normal, perfectly fine. Yeah. Excuse me. I gotta take off the thing that I'm wearing there around my neck. Sometimes I get gag reflex for no reason. Or thinking about spit. Anyways, it's a good toothbrush. And definitely not as strong as the other toothbrush. There is, I mean, like this toothbrush, you can tell the cheapness because like, I used my used one. Can you guys, need some light on that. I don't know, can you guys see the red bristle on my finger? I hope you guys can, I kind of saw it. Anyways, there's so yeah, if you bear down on it and pull out, you will get some bristle coming out of it. It's kind of cheap like that. I did, with the first green one that I used, I got one bristle came out between my teeth. It wasn't really a bother for me, you know, I understand that they're cheap, but they're actually really good. One of these toothbrushes lasts me a couple of months, and it doesn't like have insane bristles coming out of my mouth and stuff. So they're good toothbrushes. This one's about seeing its days. I'm trying to move on to one of the other 6 toothbrushes for $1. So the mouthwash cup is pretty flimsy. I could easily crack this if I wanted to, but I won't. It also acts as a cover for the toothbrushes. The holder's okay, it does its job. But honestly, it's actually a really good deal. I recommend this. I mean, if you got a larger family or whatever, it's a good deal. If you're really worried about it, you can get one of these toothbrushes. But we are going to be doing some little bit of testing because I've got some dots and peanuts. Because the one thing that I go to toothbrush by is like how, it's like how do you, like how good is it at cleaning, getting stuff like pretzel off of your teeth? What I used to be using, and I wish mine was still in good working condition. That doesn't sound good, but it's not anymore and it's falling apart. Maybe someday I'll get it on. This was a 30-second Smile, more premium electric toothbrush, which I've got dollar store electric toothbrush here. I'll talk about that at the end. But the thing, it is a good toothbrush. It gets your teeth really well. And I liked it, except for the way this is split right here. When I pushed down on my teeth to get the pencil out, it didn't really, it kind of separates like this, pushing on your teeth. So, I mean, it could get it out. It took a little bit longer. So with this one, when I was using it, I kind of like to have something like this around just for getting the pretzel out of my teeth. So, we'll be putting these to the test in just a moment and seeing, you know, I didn't have pretzels, ideally, but I got peanuts and dots to try these on, really give a test. But now we're going to look at this battery-powered toothbrush. This is kind of special. I saw these in one of my local dollar stores because there's like 2 relatively close. I saw them and I thought, cool. I was curious to see what it's like and try it out. So I wanted to do that. But I waited because money was a little bit tight, and then it disappeared. And asking dollar store associates, like, apparently at the dollar store they get random items. It's like they can request stuff, but it's lucky if they actually get it in that particular store. And some stores see things that other stores never see, you know, kind of random. You can find most of their stuff online. And they basically, the main dollar store, the parent warehouse of dollar stores sends out whatever seems to be doing really popular in the area. But I found this, and so I was thinking, I really want to try this out. So going online, it's like dollarstore.com. Well, I have to order 24 at a time. Maybe I'll Christmas gift for all my friends. But then I got lucky when I was traveling with my mom quite a ways from here. We had to go drop a friend off at the airport, and on the way home there was a dollar store. I decided to try my luck, and boom! So I got the battery-operated toothbrush that I've been wanting. So, battery included. Massages and stimulates gums. Cleans between teeth, vibrating motion. This is by Assured. What does the back say? Blah, blah, blah. Open it up, firmly hold toothbrush and pull battery cap off from the body of the brush. Insert the battery, align the arrows as shown in the diagram, and firmly press the battery cap back on. Caution, do not submerge in water as this can damage the unit. Always purchase the correct size at grade. Blah, blah, blah. Basic stuff. So let's take a look at this here. There's a little crease. Oh, it didn't open up where I was thinking on the little perforation there, but so we have, wow, this feels really, really light for, okay, it says super heavy duty, but it's super light for a battery of this size. We're gonna test this out after this. I'm gonna go grab one more thing so you can see the difference in weight between this and a normal battery. Okay, that pulled out really easily. It looks like it does have a little rubber seal to help keep things out. Okay, so there's a cheap looking spring inside. I'm guessing that's where the flat end goes. Okay. The arrows are lined, okay, oh, it tells me right here. Okay, so I'm putting it in right. It's also got some slots on the side there to make sure it goes in the right way. Like, yeah, it's not going in wrong, so. And we've got an off and on switch. I'm filming. So we got an off and on switch, and it vibrates. That's all I was expecting from this was vibrate, but doesn't make a difference. Okay, that is legitimately different than a normal toothbrush, and it's got some rubber there. Well, it's not rubber. So there's that. Let's put these to the test, and then I'll get the kitchen scale and we'll weigh these batteries, because this is legitimately a small battery. It feels light. I just want to read it right now. Does it say mercury and cadmium free, zinc chloride, long lasting? Yeah, it doesn't say what amp hours it is, which, really quickly, I want to show you a picture, because there's actually the perfect product at the dollar store to go along with your toothbrush. Got a picture somewhere on my phone. If I can find it quickly, if not, we'll move on. I should put some food in my mouth right now so we get that process started. Peanuts. Here we go. Fashion batteries. Ideal for low drain devices. Fun occasion, or fun accessory for your device, in the green right there. Now you see the Sunbeam logo right there. Those batteries from the dollar store are actually good. I don't know about the fashion batteries, and they look fashionable, but I can't see the battery when it's in my product. What were you thinking? Was this targeted towards those that have the really old clear Game Boy, whatever type of battery that took? Peanuts. So, get some dot action going here. Ooh. Is it orange? Yes, my favorite. These dots are kind of old though. I've had these dots since April, when my birthday party was. Shows you how much I like candy. I do like some candies, but not all candies. Dots are okay, but I don't crave dots. So, it's hard. And goes a dot. That's a very hard dot. It's touching my tooth. And they're also so sugary. Like, I remember one time I was at some, I was like one of the patriotic holidays. Oh. But it wasn't 4th of July. But we were up at the Utah Capitol building in Salt Lake. And they had to like make something out of gumdrops, the big ones, and toothpicks. And I ate one. I was like, oh, I don't feel too good afterwards. But it kind of depends on what I've had to eat before, and all. There's a lot of variables. But then another time, I was at, so my home ward, my home state, did a thing called Camp Helaman. It's a missionary prep camp. And, stuck to my teeth. One of my snacks that I brought was gummy fruit slices. And I used them to write out a scripture, like you guys see on the brown here, I did like, that's the letter A, and I spelled out, show you guys closer, that's the letter A kind of. I spelled out the entire scripture in gummy fruit slices, and so there were at least 30 to 40 pieces, and then I ate them all afterwards as a reward, which I should have been smarter in. Okay, I have dot proof. There's dot on my teeth. Yeah, there's dots on my teeth. Let's see if these toothbrushes can get rid of them. So we'll go with toothbrush here. I'm going to use a new one. This one could do it, but use a new one. I get a toothbrush wet. Put on some fluoride-free mint toothpaste. Which, ooh, it's orange dye. And this is mint. Which, I'll probably talk about this later, but some mint actually goes with orange. Just a little bit of toothpaste on there, a little bit. Anyways. The problem is you loosen it, and then you kind of have to chew it more to get it swallowed right, because I don't swallow pills and things whole. I'm still having to go at it with my finger. I mean, there's some dot right there. It's minty. So it's doing it. Massage time with the AM toothbrush and a drink of water. I'm thirsty. One thing I miss from our old house that was less insulated is the fact that the water was a lot colder coming in. Because it's so insulated in here, it's not as cold. Put some toothpaste on. Definitely a firmer toothbrush. Maybe did massage whatever side things touch my gums as I'm going around. No tongue scraper though. Still feel something back there. Tripping my gag reflex. Okay. I mean, kind of have to hold this one a little bit higher up if you want it to be more firm. But, these are almost about the same. This one's a little bit more firm. And if you're worried about having a toothbrush, like after you're done, sometimes we'll keep the old toothbrushes around because they're not really perfect for cleaning teeth, but they're good for getting small areas of other cleaning around the house. Now let's try this, which you get the tip wet, not the rest of it. And the other thing too about this toothbrush is it's pretty much like a $1 motor. So if you need a motor for a project, vibrating motor, get a few more peanuts. Get some more toothpaste. And coming up on the 20-minute mark, so I'm gonna restart the recording so I don't have my camera stop on me. And we are back. So I've got peanut on my teeth. That's fine. Ooh, another orange dot. I'm not gonna eat the whole dot this time though. I'm not in the dot mood right now. They taste okay, but I mean, so. So sticky! There we go, now. Come on, need a little more toothpaste than that. I remember when I was young, like the first time that I brushed my teeth, which probably wasn't the first time, it was probably the first time I like legitimately did it by myself. I put a big blob of toothpaste, like you know the 1-inch thick that it squeezes out of the tube, straight across the top, just like I had seen in the cartoons, like Bernstein Bears and stuff. And then it was like, ah, you're spicy, it's mint! I did not like mint toothpaste. But then shortly after I came to love mint, and a couple of years later, and got addicted to mint toothpaste for a little bit. Anyways, turn this thing on. Listen to that sound. Anyways, this is a very different experience. So, it gives you a vibrating action with, here's the box. Did I legitimately use the box for this toothbrush? Oh, here it is. So yeah, it does massage and stimulate your gums, but that's about it. It doesn't really have, like, you're supposed to go up and down and move the bristles on both sides that detach. So that, I mean, obviously you get more motions, and some of them have like a rotating circle thing on the brush head. All this crazy fancy stuff. I wasn't expecting much. But as far as sturdiness goes, it's a little more sturdy than this one. That's really weird. Like if you want to experience this, just set an alarm on your phone to vibrate or get a massage app to do that, and then touch your phone to your teeth. It's kind of like that, and it it makes a weird feeling up your forehead. And it's a good way to stay awake though. I mean, if you're disciplined enough to actually do that when you're falling asleep, then the fear of you being obedient and doing it to yourself will keep you from falling asleep. But it's like, I could get a headache if I do that for too long. Oh yeah. Toothbrush. See, leave a like on this video for toothbrush review. But like seriously, I don't do very many reviews on this channel. If you guys like reviews of stuff, then show me that you like it, and I will review more things. I do have a few other reviews that I want to do myself, but just because I want to get some products on there, so it's okay. It's not very noisy either, which is a good thing. This thing, like, was a lot noisier. I mean, that's. I think I have another one of those down here from. I think this one completely broke, but let me see if I can give you a noise factor comparison. You hear that? But imagine that just a little bit louder, you know. So it's quiet. Unless you have a really sensitive sleeper, you're not going to wake them up. It's... wow, that actually... Let me wash this off. Oh, baby. I think I have just discovered a product that would be quite useful for massaging your back. And yes, I said your back. Get out of the comment section. Everybody else who's thinking something else. I said back. Anyways. Yeah, like... whoa. Let's see if I can get back in the shot. Legitimate, dude, like... I'm probably going to... hopefully the motor, like, legitimately lasts. Because then I will put it on a... put this on a stick and massage my back with it. That... let's give a comparison, because my phone... I think this is a stronger vibration than my phone. But it's also a bigger vibration motor. Let's find my massager app. I like this app. It has a lot of choices. We want the most insane. So you hear that. Puts that into my camera so it feels the vibration, picks it up that way. So you heard that. I mean, there's that. You can turn this thing off. One hand you're trying to turn off a toothbrush. And then turn it back on again, touch it to the camera. So it's legitimate making bigger vibration. It's a larger motor in here. I mean, I'm guessing the motor's like about that tall, about that big around. Probably about the size of, like, I used to get motors in the cars they had at the dollar store that were remote control, but it was just going forward and backwards, wired into the remote. Those things were cool. I used the remote for projects. I made like a dollhouse fan that actually spun around for a minute. So, as a toothbrush, yes, it does kind of sort of massage and stimulate your gums in a fashion that a normal toothbrush won't. It's not anything special, magical as far as getting your teeth extra clean with the rotating motor heads and stuff like that. So if you're looking for the best deal, I would highly recommend this right here, 6 toothbrush kit. Don't really mind the holder. Don't really mind the mouthwash cup. It smells better after spending time next to my toothpaste. But I don't know. Those parts aren't great, but the toothbrushes are good. Ooh, I forgot to demonstrate. Tongue cleaner. Yeah, I can feel it working on my tongue. So those are the best deal. If you want a toothbrush that's solid and sturdy, get the massage toothbrush or anything in a similar type of shape and packing. I don't know, they're all somewhat different, but yet so the same that it's just mind-boggling how you have so many different ones. If you want to get a kid's one, they got like a Spider-Man toothbrush, one that sticks to the table with suction cups and looks cool. Or, I mean, if you want to go and get something that is a little more of an experience and does a little bit more than the other toothbrushes do, like as far as massaging your gums and stuff, get this. And then after the brush head's worn out, turn it into a back massager. Turn it on, put it on a stick. Like I've got a back scratcher I could temporarily tape it to. It, like... legitimately feels that feels pretty nice. Could be stronger, But at the same time, it's like better than my phone. Okay, my phone app is just like a gimmick kind of thing, but I have it with me just in case. So anyways, that is the review of the toothbrushes. Now we're gonna get to the announcements and weigh these batteries. Alrighty here, so I got the kitchen scale right here. I'm gonna actually adjust my camera to zoom in on the scale. So the updates really quickly are like, first of all, I'm coming up with new ideas for videos, trying new things all the time on this channel. But I've kind of recently said, let's take a step back, let's stop filming more stuff that is yet to be edited. Just edit what we already have, get that uploaded, and weed it out, worked down. And then from there, then we can start doing some newer stuff. Okay? Let's write this up more straight for you guys. Can't be coming off the edge. Yes. There. So that's that. The other update is I am still working on Airborne Death. I haven't really actually done any work on it lately. I'm just kind of waiting around for people to be available to film, and might end up being next year, sadly, but I'm still working on it. It's not dead. Didn't die like my other film a long time ago called Eleanor, which that one's going to be for a couple of years in the future when I'm good. Say that one. But anyway, so this is the super heavy duty battery with our electric toothbrush. And it weighs 13 grams. Now, next up we have a 220 milliamp hour battery. 28 grams. See this? This battery is super light. It doesn't list what milliamp hour it is. It says 1.5 volts, but that's it. Do not dispose improperly. The usual stuff, but no. So, 13 milliamp hours. Versus 28 milliamp hours. And then I have this one is a 2600 milliamp hour battery, and it comes in at 29. So the bigger batteries, they're around 28, 29. So I'm just going to guess 13. And so that is almost half of this. Like one less than half. So I'm willing to say this is half, if not more than half. So it's probably only like 1,000 or 11,000 milliamp hours or less. I don't know. It just feels super light, and which I'm just going to test. Final thing here. Let's see. Whoops. Because it feels a little bit smaller too, like it slots in there pretty nicely. Okay. But our bigger, more expensive rechargeable battery, bigger in power, it also does fit in there a little bit tighter. Will this work? Oh my, that's a lot tighter fit. No, it legit doesn't turn on. Like, are you trying to tell me I can only use your... Let's try this other one, because maybe this... Okay, this other battery feels a little bit better fit. Okay, there, you really have to push it in. And then... Like, no. This product just became... No, my toothbrush! This product just legit became like... How does this even go in? Please tell me I didn't ruin my toothbrush. Okay, I see how it goes in. If this happens, there's some grooves right there that fit into some grooves on the top there, and those side pieces, it goes in a specific... Okay. Let's try this one last time. If this doesn't work, the toothbrush is indeed turned on. No, Now, let's try it with original included battery. So let's put this back on. That works fine. What's up with that? Okay. Same length, but slightly. Let's look at the tops of the battery where the bumps are. The bumps? No way. See what I'm seeing? The bump on the cheapo battery is a lot taller than the bumps on the other two batteries. So it's just not making contact. That's what let me get. I'm gonna carefully try something here. Right now, okay, the metal in there looks kind of weird now, but we'll see if we actually can get, if you can't, like, there's like, I don't know, you could put some aluminum foil in there or something. There we go. Okay, so it does work with normal batteries. You just have to do a bit of fidgeting. So the real question I wanted to try is, it's a little bit heavier. There we go. So it's, I just want to put the other one back in and we'll wrap this video up. Just to try. Oops. Okay, that's going in right. We gotta make sure this is in right. Put our battery in the right way. Something's not in here right. Oh, I see. Okay, so make sure that, you have to make sure this is, you gotta make sure this piece is lined up. See on the bottom there are 3 teeth, and there are 2 slots on the plastic piece, the clear one, and they have to be in there just right. That goes on. Okay. And it's on. So if you're careful and you bend the contact point I literally just took the bottom of this mirror and pulled the contact point up just a smidge on the bottom there. So I would say, does the weight affect? Why? Oops, put it on backwards, that's why. There we go. So, honestly, I want to say it feels kind of sort of like it's a little more jiggly with the lighter battery in it. But then again, I'm not really wanting to, as you can see, this is just a horrid, finicky, does not like other batteries toothbrush. So I want to say that it feels a little more vibrating with the lighter. I'm not gonna even bother. I'm sick and tired. So it feels more vibrating with the other lighter battery included with it. Although I don't have any way of proving that. So if you can find a battery that fits nicely, like check the dollar store batteries, then you're good to go. Other than that, this toothbrush is, this toothbrush is really just Like not very good with the tube they put in here. I wonder if they put the tube in here because their battery was so tiny for some reason. And that's where the contact point is that runs and completes the circuit. So you're stuck with that tube in there unless you want to find some other way to run the contact point. Like, you might be able to pull this off and, I don't know, solder it onto that contact there. It's really just, I don't know, you lost me with that. So, okay, let's wrap this video up. This product right here wasn't as cool as I thought. I mean, before I found out about this messed up battery business, it was an okay product. But now it's just, I hope the battery lasts as long as the bristles do flop. Anyways, that is it for this this toothbrush, dollar for toothbrush video update. I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, by the way, this trash can, I'm done with that one.